2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic, they must be satisfied with the way things have gone for them over the first few months. They've played with...
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game.
Yeah, I forgot, Tyrus, to ask you what you foresee if Trump wins.
The Magic in this one. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. Alongside Craig Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. They're continuing to soldier on without the services of Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, it's terrible news, Kevin. Never what you want to hear with an injury of that severity. Hard to imagine we're going to see him back out there anytime soon. I don't see how he comes back from that. Horrible to watch happen right in front of our eyes.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the court, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Orlando, we've got Kevin Love. Money out there with Cook, and it's Knight in at the 3 slot. And a wide open look for Irving. His 3 pointers off the mark. Here's Money. Suns did an outstanding game against Atlanta. Oh, this one tonight, Smitty. Everyone has had this circled on their calendars. Two great teams and a bunch of star power on the floor.
Well, this is what the NBA is all about. There's always, Kevin, we love the game, but there's certain teams and certain matchups that you look in the calendar to see when they're playing. That's when you get your popcorn and you get ready. And those guys, they live for big games. Don't let them fool you. They all say each game is the same, but they're not.
Good insight. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Sounds like he really wants them getting after it at the defensive end.
And I expect to see them. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half play here in this one. Now Irving. A 14-point game for him in the win against Portland.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Okidi. From down in the low post, it goes.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Augustine passes to Fox. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Passes it to Irving. They get it. And again, no good by the Clippers. Inside, here's Knight. Okidi. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggler?
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. Number 1, the Magic.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style, and they are all in.
Here's Irving, and it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Clippers making a change here. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to Cook. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, not hard to see why they're giving up points on this one. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Augustine. He makes the shot from the left block.
And that ends the frustration. They've been ice cold to start this one. Yeah, their first bucket of the night. You can hear the collective sigh of relief.
Shot from 12. Up and hit. Clippers trail by 11. Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation.
And now quick review at the numbers for Kevin Love. He's getting around 20 points per, 18 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form. You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or two on him. But that's easier said than done.
To the paint. Money passes to Love. First quarter play, and just over 3.5 minutes in.
I don't know if he can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight. It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
Los Angeles has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Control from outside. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And you know what? Sometimes it's hard to say whether or not defensively you were on your game. But bottom line is their opponent didn't shoot it well. And you've got to take some of the credit from a defensive standpoint. They really played exhausting D out there, just pounding them all night long.
Tatum, he's checked in for the Clippers. And so here's Orlando.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively. And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working. They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
Here's Washburn. Los Angeles with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised them, and that's why he missed.
The pass to Money. Down low. It's tipped and stolen by Tatum. And pushing it out, here's Los Angeles. It's blocked. Okidi. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Now, Steve, you can see it. Some players starting to feel the fatigue of a long season. How much you think is from the travel aspect of being a player in the NBA?
Kevin, I think it's a lot about the travel. The travel is a grind, and I think being able to sleep on planes, that is an art. I couldn't do that, and I think that's what guys are trying to find different ways where they're comfortable getting a lot of rest on planes, but you got to find a way once you get to that city to, I guess, have some discipline where you can stay in, not go out to dinners, and spend a lot of time using that time to recover.
Los Angeles calls timeout. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
Interconference showdown. You love to see clubs that don't play each other often go head-to-head. I like it. East versus West. This is a very intriguing matchup.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Magic. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, Milwaukee, they're in the 4th position.
And I think for the Magic, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, but how about maximizing it to the fullest? That's been the key. This coaching staff knows what their strengths are. They play to those strengths. That's how they've gotten the most out of their talent. I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
Took him no time at all on that one.
and he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Orlando now. They're on an 18-5 run. Here's Money.
Kevin Love can be your #1 option, or he can facilitate. He'll do whatever you need him to do.
Clippers trail by 15. This is it to Simon. Pass to Arnold. Got a piece of it. And now Orlando on the plate.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. LA's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The pass to Simon. Arnold, he's guarded by Knight. Here's Washburn. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
Attacking on the interior, I like that attitude.
Here's Money, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
The first one falls. Steve, the NBA playing games in foreign countries now during the regular season. You think that'll become a more common occurrence?
I do, Kevin. I think they do a good job of getting a chance to, I would say, gather all the fans around the globe. Our game is going more global. And I think some of the players and some of the teams, they love it. I think a lot of times if they make sure the NBA, they're not sending the exact same team and get a chance to spread the wealth, I think it's a great idea. You can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
Clippers trail by 18, and that's a foul called on Money. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3 fouls for him already, and now if you're the coach.
Lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen,
You got to think about sitting him down.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Rubin's checked in. Outside Tatum. Ball stolen. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
A moment here to look at the numbers for Money. Just an incredible month of basketball. Tops in scoring, first in assists, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Shannon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Taking advantage at the charity strike like he always does. Terrific touch.
Here's Money, covered by Irving. They shoot again. He takes it up and brings it in. He's got 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. And that was the gamble to keep him on the floor with all those early fouls, and it's like they lost the bet.
The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
You know, when you talk to Kyrie, smart guy, cerebral guy, thinks about the game at the highest level.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. Here's Money. Clippers trail by 16. Now, here's Tucker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Tatum kicks to Irving. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Tied for 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
You know what? Controlling the pace, being patient, great vision. We're seeing it all tonight.
Pass to Tucker. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. The shot's good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Money. He's covered by Irving. Money passes to Knight. Here's Money. 12 points for him. Bobbed up there for Knight. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Doubled by Knight. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Ball's knocked loose. And here is Los Angeles now. Passes it to Simon. Tucker bounce pass. Pass to Simon. And on the way from Irving for 3. No shot that time. Not on target. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
1:53 left here in the opening quarter. Arnold, he's guarded by Knight. And Tucker kicks to Tatum. The pass to Simon. Right side Irving. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
Okidi. Again, the Magic score.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his dash from the field. Solid, solid, solid.
Irving passes to Simon. From past the arc. Knight grabs the ball.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
Now, here is Irving. He started closer. 46 seconds left in the first. Back to Tatum. He kicks to Tucker. Tatum passes to Irving. Here's Tatum. To the inside. Good D by Love.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Especially in this quarter. He's had a few shots that looked like they would fall, but things haven't gone his way.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here is Irving. He's tightly guarded. That doesn't go in either for Irving. A shot, no good. And so it's the Orlando Magic closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
In 2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized. And now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young.
Some say Greg a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right here with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
And so in the game, the Magic, Cook out there with money. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Knight in at the three. Hit them clean. Tucker with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Chandler's shot. Good.
I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Find some space out beyond the arc.
3 on 3. Here's Slater. Tucker. No good that time. And Orlando the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, listen, they own the boards at both ends of the floor in that game, and that's what won it for them. Those extra possessions were invaluable.
Second chance points are a big part of the game, and they did a terrific job creating many of those opportunities for themselves.
Chandler, no good. And it's Cook with the ball for Orlando. They have a 19-point lead. After this run, we're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And their road trip is only getting started as that's the second of 6 for them.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Augustine got him with the bump fake, but couldn't finish. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Money. And a big-time jam right there.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
But you said every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can
at all.
You might look at him and think he can't get up, but he finds a way to consistently surprise the team by rising way above them time after time.
Los Angeles has gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Passes it to Slater. Fox kicks to Richmond. Back to Fox. A nice passing here by Los Angeles. Now here's Richmond. T right on him. On the wing, Richmond. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
O'Keefe, guarded by Augustine. On the bench for Love. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Not a big leaper from a standstill position, but Kevin Love got up and got that one.
And the Clippers call time here. Smitty, walk us through what a typical NBA practice should look like and does look like.
Well, I think you come out, Kevin, first of all, there's been a lot of time making sure your body is ready to go into practice. And a lot of coaches love to start with
that's you
first, and you can end with
with
defense.
your big ass
So
fucking bigness.
starts to pick up. And then last, you usually ends with some kind of shooting. So I think that obviously a lot of teams have different ways, but that's usually particular. You start with offense, you end with defense, and then you go into some individual work, and that's probably shooting. Here's Money. The Clippers grab the miss. This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range. Doubled by Knight. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews. Well, there have been a few small forwards helping their teams in all sorts of ways, like this group, leading the position and rebounding the last 10 games. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Down low. Cook's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played,
on up the court.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's the dish to Fox. Here's Washburn. Offensive rebound.
Momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays. Try to turn the tide.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Kicks to Fox. To the paint. Off the mark, and the clock continues. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Good. Cook's got 10 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
The Clippers shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. A pass to Fox. Here's Washburn. From outside, off the mark.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
Here's Money. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Ooh, that's the one when you watch the film back, he's going to cringe. He couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
A 3. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Money. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Magic.
And their guards have led the way in that regard. The ball is in their hands. It's credit to them. They're not just looking to get shots up. They're of the mindset to create great looks for everybody.
Richmond, he's checked in for Los Angeles. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Orlando, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really falling here.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Here's Money. That falls. Great assist by Love. That's now 26 points for Money.
Give Love credit. He's unselfish because he's seen that win championships.
Pass to Augustine. He kicks to Richmond. Back to Augustine. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Matthews scanning the floor. Wants to get it to Richmond and does. Good D by Love. And it's Love with the ball for the Magic. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
That's a good look by Kevin Love. The decision making with the ball in his hands makes him different than other forwards.
They get a hand on it. Right wing. Here's the pass to Slater. On the wing, Richmond. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Orlando's gone 4 of 6 from outside the arc tonight. Money passes tonight. Fox with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Knocked away. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Cook. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation kick?
They don't want little girls going to doorsteps and trying to sell their cookies, which are phenomenal, and have a bunch of
Evan on the finish.
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for the game with the Mavericks, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter, less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Richmond, and again it's the Clippers missing.
Awfully hard to get back into the game when one of your key shooters is this ice cold and has been all quarter.
Down low.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. The Clippers shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Pass it to Augustine, and that's a foul called on Money. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
It will break more of them, and it will be...